Imagine stepping off a plane with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. No contacts, no safety net, just the raw hope of building something from scratch in a land that feels both promising and overwhelmingly foreign. This is the story of Aria, an immigrant entrepreneur who turned every barrier into a stepping stone, creating not just a business, but a bridge of opportunity for others. When Aria arrived, the first challenge hit like a wall. Language wasn't just a tool, it was a gatekeeper. Without fluency, every conversation felt like a puzzle missing pieces. But instead of retreating, Aria embraced the discomfort, turning everyday interactions into language lessons. Ordering groceries, negotiating rent, even casual chats became deliberate practice. She carried a small notebook everywhere, jotting down new words and phrases, then rehearsing them like a script. This wasn't just learning a language, it was learning to connect. Financial hurdles loomed next. With limited credit history and no family support, traditional loans were out of reach. Aria got creative. She reached out to local community centers, pitching her business idea for microgrants and mentorship programs aimed at supporting immigrant entrepreneurs. She also launched a crowdfunding campaign, sharing her story with raw honesty online, inviting people to invest in a vision, not just a product. This direct appeal to community not only raised funds, but built a network of supporters who believed in her mission. But the biggest obstacle was trust. Earning it in a new culture doesn't happen overnight. Aria knew she had to prove more than just competence. She had to demonstrate resilience and integrity. She started small, offering free workshops on skills she mastered, like digital marketing and customer service, tailored for other immigrants. These sessions built a ripple effect. Participants recommended her, partnerships formed, and slowly her business grew its roots deeper. One vivid turning point was when Aria's first client, a local restaurant, doubled their sales after she revamped their online presence. Seeing tangible impact transformed skepticism into advocacy. It was no longer just her dream, it was a shared journey of growth. Aria's unique strategy was blending cultural empathy with business savvy. She designed her company to be a platform for immigrant talent, intentionally hiring staff from diverse backgrounds and creating flexible roles that accommodated language learning and cultural adaptation. This wasn't charity, it was strategic inclusion that boosted creativity and loyalty. The transformation was profound, not just for Aria, but for the community around her. Her business became a hub of opportunity, a place where newcomers found mentorship, training, and a sense of belonging. Aria's story teaches us that obstacles aren't just barriers, they're invitations to innovate. So what can you take from Aria's journey? First, embrace the discomfort of growth, whether it's learning a new skill or stepping into unfamiliar territory, because that's where real progress happens. Second, build your network with authenticity. Share your story openly to turn strangers into allies. Third, create opportunities not just for yourself, but for others. When you lift others, you build a foundation that supports you too. Remember, success isn't a solo sprint. It's a marathon of resilience, creativity, and connection. Like Aria, your unique challenges can become your greatest strengths, and the community you build along the way can transform dreams into reality. But the story doesn't end there. Aria's journey continued to evolve as she recognized that growth demanded constant learning and adaptation. She enrolled in local business courses to understand the regulatory landscape better, attended networking events to meet potential collaborators, and stayed updated on industry trends to keep her offerings relevant. This commitment to lifelong learning became a cornerstone of her success. As Aria's business expanded, she faced new challenges, scaling operations without losing the personal touch that made her company special. She implemented systems that maintained quality and customer satisfaction while allowing for growth. She invested in technology that streamlined processes and freed up time to focus on strategic initiatives. Moreover, Aria never forgot the power of storytelling. She documented her journey through blogs and social media, highlighting not just business milestones, but also the human stories behind them. This transparency resonated with a wider audience, attracting customers, partners, and even investors who shared her values. Her approach also sparked a movement within her community. Inspired by her example, other immigrants began to see entrepreneurship as a viable path. Aria collaborated with local organizations to create incubator programs specifically designed to nurture immigrant-led startups, providing resources, mentorship, and a supportive environment. The ripple effect was undeniable. Neighborhoods transformed as new businesses brought jobs and services tailored to diverse communities. Cultural exchange flourished, breaking down misconceptions and building empathy. Aria's venture became more than a business. It was a catalyst for social change. Throughout this journey, Aria maintained a balance between ambition and humility. She celebrated successes but also acknowledged setbacks, always viewing them as learning opportunities. This mindset fostered resilience and inspired those around her to persevere despite difficulties. In reflecting on Aria's experience, it becomes clear that the immigrant entrepreneur's path is complex and multifaceted. It requires not only strategic thinking and hard work, but also emotional intelligence, cultural sensitivity, and a genuine desire to contribute. For anyone embarking on a similar journey, Aria's story offers several key lessons. Prioritize communication. Language skills open doors. Invest time in mastering the local language, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Leverage community resources. Seek out local organizations, mentorship programs, and funding opportunities tailored to immigrant entrepreneurs. Build trust through value. Demonstrate your commitment by providing tangible benefits to others, whether through free workshops, quality services, or collaborative projects. Foster inclusion strategically. Embrace diversity within your team and create environments that support growth and learning for all members. Share your story authentically. Transparency builds connections and can turn supporters into advocates. Commit to lifelong learning. Stay adaptable and continuously seek knowledge to navigate changing circumstances effectively. Balance ambition with empathy. Success is not just about profits, but also about positive impact and meaningful relationships. Ultimately, Aria's journey reminds us that the challenges faced by immigrant entrepreneurs are not roadblocks, but opportunities to innovate, connect, and lead. By embracing discomfort, building authentic networks, and creating inclusive opportunities, anyone can transform their dreams into reality and contribute to a richer, more vibrant community. So as you reflect on your own path, remember Aria's example. Let her resilience inspire you to face obstacles head-on, her creativity encourage you to find unique solutions, and her commitment to community motivate you to lift others as you climb. Because success, in its truest form, is a shared journey, one that grows stronger with every connection, every lesson learned, and every dream realized.